does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review charged by BoardGameExchange.com. You know, it's the only board game rental website. And today I'm very excited to be checking out, hey, that's my fish, from Fantasy Flight Games. This is for 2 to 4 players, ages 8 and up. It'll take about 20 minutes to play this bad boy. And in Hey, That's My Fish, you're going to be taking control of some penguins, trying to grab as much fish as you can before the iceberg you're on melts away. Let's take a look at the gameplay to see how it plays. Inside of Hey, That's My Fish, let's take a look at what you're going to get. First and foremost, you're going to get your handy-dandy rule booklet. It is 2 pages. It is double-sided, full color, very, very well done. This is a very simple game, and these rule booklets is very simple to learn. You'll probably use it once, never use it again. Next, you're going to get all these tiles here. These little tiles are all individual, and you're going to set them out in this formation to start the game. Once you get used to the game, you can set them out in different formations, which is kind of neat. And last but not least, you're going to get a whole bunch. I think you're going to get 16 of these little colored mini penguins that look very, very cool. They're fun to play with, and they're very nicely done. So I'm going to show you how a 4-player game works. In a 4-player game, you're only going to get to use 2 of your penguins, whereas in a 2-player game, you get to use all 4 of them. So we've just randomly set them out. When you start setting them out, you're going to set one of your penguins out on a spot that has 1 fish, because these tiles have 1, 2, and 3 fish on them. Those are important, because your objective in this game is to get as many fish as possible. So everybody's going to take turns setting out their fish, and then you're going to start the game. Whoever goes first is going to be able to move their penguin, move one of their 2 penguins. So let's pretend red is the first player. So they're going to be able to do one of their penguins. Now, you can move your penguin in any direction, but it has to be straight. So you could go here, that way, or this way, or this way, or this way, or that way, or this way. Pretty much any direction. But he's blocked going this way, so he can't go over here because he's blocked by another penguin. So he could go here, or he could go here, or he can go any variety of different spaces. So we're just going to assume that he's like, let's see, I'm going to go to this 2 right here. So what he's going to do is, this part of the ice is actually going to go away. So now he has gained 1 point towards the end of the game. He only gets to move one of his penguins, and he can move whichever one he wants. So next, blue's going to go. They're going to say, well, let's see. Oh, I see. I can get to this 3 right here. So now he is going to take his 1. And then green's going to say, I want to get away from everybody, so I think I'm just going to go right here. And then yellow will go, and they'll say, oh, I'm going to move right here. And you're going to take turns moving your penguins, and you can slowly see the ice is going to eventually start dissipating. It's going to start just going away. So there's a lot of strategy in here, because this red guy, seeing that this green guy's here, might be like, oh, I'm going to go right here. And, oh, uh-oh, not good for him. Then the blue guy might say, all right, and I'm going to go right here. So now this green guy is going to be blocked in there. And once you eventually do get blocked in there and have no more moves, your penguin goes off the board. But anywho, you go until every single penguin can't play on the board, and then what you do is you're going to take all your fish and you're going to tabulate them up. You're going to see how many fish you have, and the player with the most fish is going to win the game. And that is how Hey, That's My Fish is played. Okery dokery! Hey, That's My Fish from Fantasy Flight Games. What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros, let's go over the cons. First, on the con side. This game takes way too long to set up. It says it's 20 minutes. It's probably going to take you 5 to 10 minutes just to set up these little pieces. And if you're a perfectionist, it's going to take you forever to set them up. Next, when you're trying to pick up the little pieces, when you move your penguins, if you got fat, stubby fingers like me, you're going to mess up the whole board, and then you're going to have to try and fix it back together, and it's just an annoying ordeal. I really wish they had like a mini toilet plunger or something, like just a little suction cup, so you could pick them up without having to use your pudgy fingers. The last con, and this one's kind of a big one. I like this game a lot, but I'd much rather play it on my tablet or on my phone with kids, because of the setup time. The setup time just kind of kills this game for me a little bit. But moving on to the pro side of Hey, That's My Fish, the game itself is fantastic. It is a blast to play. It's very easy to teach, and kids don't even have to know how to play the game, and they can still play the game. They might just be moving their penguin here and there randomly, and sometimes they're just going to block you and be like, why'd you move that? Oh, that's why, because you're 4. You don't know what you're doing. But eventually they will start to figure out what they're doing, and then they'll start to get strategies. And it's just a lot of fun. This is a fantastic family game, as long as you're not the one setting it up. I can highly recommend Hey, That's My Fish on the tablet, on your phone, as a board game. It's a good game. If you're looking for a very light, fun filler, it's a great game. Just be wary of the setup time. If you enjoyed this review, please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thanks for your time, YouTube.
That was a review for Hey, That's My Fish. For more reviews and previews, check back at Bauer's Game Corner. Also check out BoardGameExchange.com, the nationwide board game rental service.
Bingo!